Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back to the Thai Expat Daily Show. I am your host, Kieran Mack, and delighted and excited to be back on the air with you here at the Thai Expat Daily Show. Now, before we do get started, don't forget to like this video and please do subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. If you like listening to us on a podcast player, there's a link down below in the description where all the available podcast players can be found. And if you like this show, if you want to support the show, you can do so by following the link down below in the description to buymeacoffee.com. Now, before we do get into the top 4 stories doing the rounds here in Thailand, my apologies for not being on the air for the last couple of weeks. As I previously said, I was going on holidays. I had big plans to do the show twice a week, but unfortunately, I think I got a little bit lazy on holidays and I think I enjoyed myself a bit too much. And well, to be honest, doing the show wasn't exactly my biggest priority when I was laying on the beach on the Algarve, unfortunately. I know it's a lame excuse, but unfortunately that is what happened, basically. I then had planned last week to have a show. I was all set, ready to rock and roll, record, and I realised I left my microphone behind. So I had to wait another 5 days before I got it back, and now we have the microphone back and we are ready to get back to a regular schedule of 3 shows a week and, of course, bring you all the news that we can find about Thailand and coming to Thailand. So while I've been away, we seem to have a new Phuket governor, which is interesting. Haven't heard much about him. He's been pretty quiet. We still have the 10,000 baht giveaway that the government are planning to give away, but they've been coming under a lot of abuse in relation to it from, or certainly a lot of criticisms is probably a better word to use in that. And we had the gun shooting last week in Bangkok where 2 people were killed. We currently have a mass war going on in Israel, and the world seems to be a very, very dark place at the moment with a lot of death. And yeah, it's just difficult to see exactly where all this will end. But we're going to jump into these top stories, as I said. In the first one, 18 Thais have now believed to have been killed in Israel, and about 3,000 want to be evacuated. The number of Thai nationals who have died as a result of the Hamas attacks on Israel has increased to 18, and the number seeking to return to Thailand has increased to about 3,000, according to the Deputy Foreign Minister, Jakkaphong Sangmanee. He said that the death toll is, however, unofficial and is yet to be confirmed by the Israeli officials, adding that of an estimated 30,000 Thai nationals working in Israel, mostly in the agricultural sector, 5,000 are living in high-risk areas and are to be evacuated. He reiterated that the Thai government will explore all possible means to bring Thai people who want to leave Israel home safely, with the first evacuees to arrive at Suvarnabhumi Airport on Thursday. The evacuees will arrive in 2 groups. 5 are scheduled to arrive at 10:35 a.m. and another 10 at about 12:35 p.m. The Deputy Foreign Minister thanked the Thai Embassy in Tel Aviv for its relentless efforts in exploring all possible means by which to get planes from Thailand to fly directly into Israel and to evacuate Thai citizens back home instead of into other countries. He said that, as the war appears to be intensifying, the Foreign Ministry has approached other countries in the region seeking permission for planes from Thailand to land and evacuate Thai nationals, adding that the option is, however, inconvenient and will make journey times longer. The Foreign Minister will hold a meeting of the Emergency Response Centre later today to discuss the updated situation in Israel and the evacuation plan. The Labour Minister Piyapat Ratchapakaran said today that he will seek a consultation with the Prime Minister Saretta Thavisin regarding the chartering of a commercial aircraft to evacuate Thais from Israel and to seek additional funding from the Centre Fund for the operation, as he admitted that the Labour Ministry is running out of money. About 500 Thais were evacuated from danger zones yesterday into 2 shelters by Israeli Defence Forces, and they have been visited by the Thai Labour attachés. Piyapat said he had heard a rumour that some Thais who had been evacuated to safety had been sold by their employers to new ones, adding that he had instructed Thai Labour attachés to investigate. Meanwhile, the Minister of Social Development and Human Security said that the ministry has social support centres, hotlines and mobile units to help relatives of Thais in Israel if they need counselling. So a number of Thai people have been killed in the current attacks and a number injured, and we have quite a few who want to come back to Thailand. I think when it comes to things like this, I don't think we should be worrying about how long the flight time is. It's inconvenient because the flight time will be longer. I think once they get out of Israel and to a safe place, they'd be pretty happy. I don't think they will be too concerned if it takes an extra 3 or 4 hours. Well, that's just my saying on it all. Sometimes these ministers, they talk a lot of nonsense. Piapat Ratchabakaran, by the way, the former sports minister, is now in charge of Labour. I don't know how they go hand in hand. Today he had claimed that no Thais were killed. Honest to God, not a word of a lie. He actually had reported that none were killed, and then the Prime Minister said 12, and then he confirmed, maybe he's right. So, I mean, it's hard to understand or to take the word of a lot of these Thai ministers. We do know that an awful lot of people on both sides of this, Israelis and Palestinians, have been killed and are dead. And, no matter what side of the fence you sit on, who you support, the loss of innocent life, it is never really acceptable. And as always, it's a terrible, terrible thing. I hope the Thai people who want to come back to Thailand get back safely, and condolences to the families of Thai citizens and us people who have been killed in this tragic event. Now, we'll move on to the next story. It's in relation to the 10,000 baht digital wallet giveaway, I call it, because that is exactly what it is. But the Thai government is going to continue with it despite all the criticisms it's been getting. Despite facing staunch criticism from experts, Prime Minister Srettha Thavisin confirmed on Friday that the government will proceed with its plan to distribute a 10,000 baht digital wallet to every Thai citizen over the age of 16. This announcement comes in response to comments from the Bank of Thailand Governor Satup Sutawakut criticised the economic stimulus policy. Now, the Prime Minister emphasised that the ruling Pheu Thai party is open to all suggestions regarding the digital wallet scheme. I guess all suggestions except cancelling it. The government is committed to implementing the digital wallet scheme for an estimated 56 million people, with an expected launch date of February 1st. However, the financial source for the proposed 560 million baht budget has yet to be disclosed. I have an idea where that might be coming from. Next story coming up. Now, the previous Bank of Thailand governor expressed his concerns over the digital wallet scheme on Facebook on Friday. He warned that short-term populist policies from past governments resulted in non-performing fiscal burdens that negatively impacted the economy years later. And I suppose he's also talking about Pheu Thai's populist government policies that were in the past as well. So I guess a little dig at the current Prime Minister. He pointed out the rice price guarantee program and the first car policy as relevant examples, and that was all reported in the Bangkok Post. He further suggested that the current GDP-centric policy, perceived as a temporary solution, could potentially backfire and diminish Pheu Thai's popularity in the upcoming election. He argued that other government projects may suffer due to the budgetary strain caused by this costly initiative. Furthermore, this policy has been strongly opposed by a group of 99 economic experts who have collectively called for the government to abandon the scheme. Their contention is based on the belief that the economy is already in a recovery phase, with many analysts predicting a growth of 2.8% this year and a further 3.5% next year. In their joint statement, scholars, researchers and professors in economics argued that such handouts could lead to increased inflation and interest rates. They believe the government doesn't have to stimulate personal consumption and should instead focus on enhancing the public sector's capacity for investment and export. And again, I don't actually agree with that second part at all. What I do and what I will say about this 10,000 baht digital wallet giveaway is that I think there needs to be a limit on who can apply for it. I don't think rich people need to be getting 10,000 baht to go shopping. I just think it's inappropriate, especially where we've come out of COVID. A lot of people went through a lot of pain during that period, and it was seen to be the poorer people who are the ones that really took the brunt of it. So if you want to give away 10,000 baht, set yourself maybe a limit of who? People on social security, people who are at the lowest end of society, people who need it, homeless people. Maybe even donate the money to things like homeless shelters, orphanages, schools. Put the money into things that you might get an actual return on and things that actually help people. But this idea that a multi-millionaire needs a 10,000 baht giveaway is nonsensical. And I think most people would probably agree with that. I just don't see why rich people should be given 10,000 baht by the government. For what? For what reason? And then again, also, there's the issue that, you can only spend it within 4 kilometers of where you live. Not everybody has places to live. And you sure as hell know that the second this goes into operation, there will be a core of people, businesses, who will come up with a way to scam people out of the money and come up with a way to get physically 10,000 baht cash in their hand from the digital wallet. There'll be a way. There will be scams going on left, right and centre because there's always people out to scam. And you know the second this comes out, there will be. Guaranteed. But I mean, I'd like to see the government, nobody's going to say, oh, you didn't keep your promise on this one. If you backtrack a little bit and say, okay, we're going to give it to certain people in society who we feel need this money than other people. And invest the money wisely. In this country, there seems to be an issue with there's no investment of money. It's just wasteful money all the time. And I really do feel that a little more thought needs to go into this. Thailand is a fantastic country, but there is a lot of rich people in this country. And I don't think they need this 10,000 baht. But I'd love to know what you think about that down below in the comment section. So moving along, and guess what? Guess what, guys? The tourism fee is back. And yes, it's back. And it's going to be fast-tracked after payouts to families in the Siam Paragon mass shooting. Go figure this. I figured they tried to find a way to bring it back, but actually they might be able to use this tourist fee to pay for their 10,000 baht giveaway as well. New foreign tourism levy is to be paid on arrival at kiosks at Immigration Bureau points of entry, including at airports after landing. The fee will also be delivered via a website or smartphone app, said the Ministry of Tourism Sports, in the latest update on a proposal that has been up in the air for decades but has yet to be implemented by successive Thai governments. The Tourism Ministry and the Siam Paragon Shopping Centre came forward this week to compensate the families of the 2 women murdered during Tuesday's mass shooting in Bangkok after the government admitted that the Tourism Assistance Fund to compensate tourists involved in emergencies in Thailand had recently been cancelled by officials in an efficiency drive. Go figure that one. The Tourism Minister promised to fast-track the introduction of a long-awaited foreign tourist entry fee, which the ministry now proposes will be paid by travellers on arrival at entry points in the kingdom, providing emergency medical health insurance cover and other benefits for 30 days from the point of entry. So it looks like now the fee will be coming in very soon, 300 Thai baht, and you'll be paying this at kiosks at the airport. Now, what could possibly go wrong here, guys, right? You're thinking to yourself, I mean, because immigration is so efficient with the queues and everything, right? So, what could possibly go wrong at the airports with kiosks before you go into immigration? How many kiosks are they going to have? 5? Hundreds of people pouring in, queued up in lines to try pay this. Yes, they're saying they might be able to pay it on an app, but who will know about this? Many people don't even know, that you have to go through immigration half the time. Don't even know the procedure. So how are they going to know about the smartphone app to start paying this fee? And I guess you're going to have to show the immigration officer that you've paid it when you get there, I guess, to get your stamp to get in. I thought the last government were coming up with crackpot ideas, but these guys have even better ones, kiosks. And you'll get to the airport, you'll get off your plane, and then you'll go down to the kiosk and you'll pay your 300, 5 people with you. Okay, that's 1,500 baht, put it all in, get your little receipt, I guess, and head off with yourself. I mean, imagine the chaos this is going to cause at, airports in Thailand, Phuket Airport, Suvarnabhumi Airport, Where are all these people going to be standing while this all goes on? How many kiosks are you going to have? I mean, there's hundreds of people arriving each and every hour. Hundreds and hundreds. Now, all these people are going to arrive and start getting in queues to pay this tourism fee. I mean, it really does sound like it has been badly thought out again. If you're so hell-bent on bringing in the tourism fee, tack it on to the price of a ticket. Just include it. What's the problem? I just don't understand how they can't figure this out. It's another crazy idea which hasn't been thought through fully, of course. No idea. It'll only be when somebody takes a photo at the airport when there's, half a kilometre queue that they'll go, ooh, this was a bad idea. And of course, we all know that the kiosk will be supplied by somebody's uncle or cousin, who owns something and is somehow related to a minister in the government. And we'll find out this all later on. Of course, they say this money, they need the money now because, the Tourism Assistance Fund basically has been gotten rid of by the last government in an efficiency drive. That was very efficient, wasn't it? And also, I would take issue on this as well. The idea is that tourists should pay for a Thai person going in and shooting people in a shopping centre. Is that what they're actually telling people? Are they telling us, as foreigners here in this country and tourists coming, that you're responsible for it? You've got to pay for it. We're not paying it out of our pocket. We're going to charge you get the tourism fee as quickly and as possible so we can pay this stuff out of the tourism fee. Are they crazy? Are they nuts? Unbelievable. But I'd love to know your opinion about it. Do you agree with this tourism fee at all, guys? What do you think about the idea that they're going to put kiosks in airport? I mean, do you think it's a good idea? Is it a bad idea? I'd love to know your thoughts, as always, down below in the comment section. And finally, guys, Patong tuk-tuk driver charged for assault on tourist. Phuket never fails to give you some news when you mightn't have a full story for the day, but then suddenly there it is. The Patong tuk-tuk drivers will always help you out. 3 tuk-tuk drivers in Patong have been charged with jointly causing harm to another person after an altercation with a tourist over a 300 baht fare early yesterday. Patong police reported late last night that the 3 drivers involved in the incident had been charged. The report noted that a video of the assault right in front of a resort on Ratuit 200p road was posted online. Patong police said they had tracked down the primary tuk-tuk driver involved in the incident, named in the report only as Mr. Anusan, 29, through CCTV. Anusan was brought to Patong police station where he named 2 other tuk-tuk drivers, he gave them up quickly, involved in the physical attack, named by police as Mr. Apisit, 26, and Mr. Narasula, 28. The 3 men were later fully identified as Mr. Anusan Sanatan, 28, from Krabi, and the 2 other guys were from Hat Yai. Anusan picked up a Saudi tourist at the corner of Soisan Sabai at about 6:15 a.m, police explained. The tourist asked to be taken to a hotel located near Kalam Circle. The agreed fare was 200 baht. However, when reaching the destination, the tourist said it was the wrong hotel and asked to be taken to another hotel on Ratuit Road. On arriving at the hotel, Anusan said the fare was 400. The tourist paid only 300, the police said. Anusan called his 2 friends and fellow tuk-tuk drivers, Apisat and Narasala, to help. When they arrived, the negotiations were not fruitful, Patong police explained. During the argument, the tourist took the tuk-tuk driver's keys by force, leading to the 3 tuk-tuk drivers, Anusan, Apisat and Narasala, to assault him, police said. The video of the incident posted online showed the tourist being assisted away from the tuk-tuk by what appeared to be hotel staff. While the hotel staff were holding the tourist up and attempting to move him away from the scene of the altercation, 2 of the tuk-tuk drivers can be seen kicking the tourist. The first kick landed near his face and the second one was to his stomach. All 3 were charged with jointly causing physical harm to another person, Patong police confirmed. Patong police have also coordinated with Phuket Land Transport Office regarding the suspension of the tuk-tuk driver's license, police noted in their report. I mean, yep, world-class destination. Absolutely. You know, right, they always talk about, worried about the Russian mafia in Phuket and the Chinese and all this. You know what? The biggest criminals in Phuket at the moment are the tuk-tuk drivers and taxi drivers. They are absolutely horrendous. And they're giving Phuket an absolutely terrible, terrible name. And the image of Phuket has been tarnished on a daily basis by these guys. But yet again, nobody wants to do anything about it. I am surprised they got arrested, to be honest with you. I guess because of the CCTV footage, the police had to step in. But I guess if there was no CCTV footage, nothing probably would have happened. I just think if Phuket wants to keep calling itself a world-class destination, it's about time they got serious with the laws in Phuket, that they got serious about dealing with crime and the taxi mafia in this province. And if they don't, it'll continue like this and people will eventually stop coming to the island. And then maybe then they'll start to listen, but who knows. Again, another tuk-tuk driver, another tourist injured, and yeah, another day here in Phuket. Well, that's it for today, folks. Thanks again for tuning in, and it's great to be back on the air. We'll be back in about another day or 2 with the next update of the show and more news stories for you. As always, your comments down below are greatly welcomed. Have a great day, take care, and stay safe. But ultimately, with this story or anything else that stood out to you today, I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments down below. Because yes, this is a news show, but it's also a conversation. Now keep that conversation going. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, share the video, and do all the good stuff that does help that YouTube algorithm. But ultimately, my name is Kieran Mack. You've been listening to the Thai Expat Daily Show, and we will see you next time.